So I'm here at Conscious Life Expo with Diana Ralys, and Diana, tell us about your beautiful products here today.
Absolutely. Hello, I'm Diana Ralys, and I created all these beautiful products with natural ingredients from all over the world. I make it with lots of love, and I infuse it Reiki. And I also have a spa in Santa Monica if anybody wants to come and experience the treatments, like the facials and bodies.
Santa Monica.
There you go, you should come on the 4th Street, 1207 4th Street in Santa Monica. And yeah, lots of love to everyone.
Wonderful. So and the products are all natural and...
Yes, they're all natural, and not just natural, but they're really working.
I can see.
Thank you. Because I am a therapist. I'm a skincare therapist for years, and I started making it for myself in 2008, and I opened my spa in 2009, and so the product's always is evolving. And I change ingredients as I find better, or I change ingredients, like, in theory it worked, but it didn't work in the reality.
So you are the personal guinea pig of your own product.
My family, myself, and then my clients give feedback all the time because they give facials myself all the time. So if something, like I said, it smells good, looks good, but it doesn't work, it's gonna change. So that's the difference between like other natural skincare product brands. Like, that's beautiful. There's so many out there, but not everyone has the ability to test.
Yeah, to test it. And I love that you use the Reiki and the energy work with it as well. It's like the perfect combination.
It's like I do the Reiki on myself before I do the products. So it's like when I do the products, like, I'm so happy. Like,
you've got the high vibration.
Yes, like it's like so healing for me to make the products. Like for the expo, these products were made like within a week.
Wow.
I didn't even sleep much, but I didn't even need it because
you were
I had
high.
so much. I was high on a good energy.
Wonderful. And what's your favorite product out of your range?
Well, you're asking a mother to choose
her children.
Child. Everything. But I'd say I have to point out to the new products, because my newest products are like a different frequency, really.
Wonderful.
So there's a mask, there's a serum, and there's a serum/gel moisturizer, and I have a story about that. I mean, it gave the benefit that they didn't even know it could. I was in Costa Rica on vacation, and at 10 o'clock in the morning, we sunburn. It's like, how is that possible? But different area in the world, right? So applying that and oxygen plasma, the hydroneation, treatment, and oxygen plasma and rose water.
And it healed
overnight.
You're kidding.
Overnight, the redness and the pain went away, and then that skin was regenerated.
Wow.
It never peeled or flaked. I got a tan. That's all it was.
Amazing.
So of course I don't say that everybody can go and burn, and I have a product.
Don't go and test the theory.
But if without the damaging, if we can regenerate, like if we use it all the time, that product, the regeneration process is just
must
incredible.
be amazing.
Yes.
Fantastic.
So I don't live a day without that. So that's probably my favorite product right now.
Amazing. And how can people find you? Do you have a website?
Yes, the website is Diana, or DR, it's easier, drskinhealth.com.
drskinhealth.com.
Or Radiant Wellness Spa.
Radiance Wellness Spa. Fantastic.
It's a dual. So
and you can find Diana in Santa Monica in LA. Amazing. Thank you for talking to me today,
lovely.
Cheers. We're here with the lovely Sam from VibesUP at Conscious Life Expo, and Sallee has just purchased a lovely pendulum from Sam. Sam, tell us what other amazing delights you have here.
My name is Sam with VibesUP, and we have a patent on nature technology that has proven to be very useful for therapeutic purposes for yourself and your environment. Anything from electromagnetic frequencies to mats to infused jewelry, infused pendants such as hers. her pendulum's treated with clarity and protection, so that you can pendulum free away with no worries. So.
And they're beautiful. They're sterling silver, most of them, and
Sterling
crystal.
silver.
Yeah. Beautiful. And I'm drawn to the water bottles. Can you tell me about the technology in the bottles?
The water bottles on the bottom of the water bottles, we have our patented technology on the bottom of that. And what that does to the water that you put in there is it neutralizes electromagnetic frequencies, people's hormones that are now found in water, people's prescriptive drugs being found in water.
Gross, that, isn't it?
Yeah, chlorine, fluoride, it makes the hard water soft. It goes across your palate differently as well. It tastes different.
Wow.
Yeah, it tastes like it's alive.
So this is the amazing water bottle.
And
It's
on
a
the bottom,
lovely design too. Oh,
there it is.
so there's all crystals in there.
Yeah.
What a
Crystals,
beautiful
essential
thing.
oils, our liquid crystal formula, flower essences, and it makes piezo energy as well, which is why it can travel through the different layers of things. And it makes over 1 million rays of infrared energy per second.
So you must be familiar with Masaru Emoto's work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
Very much so.
Fantastic. Great stuff. And so with all the amazing things that you have on sale here for the betterment of the planet, the raising of our vibration, can people purchase things online as well?
Oh yeah, you can visit us at www.vibesup.com.
VibesUP.com. Awesome. Thank you so much
Thank
Sam,
you.
for talking to us.
Yeah,
Have a
thank
great
you.
show.
Thank you. Would you like to put it in here?
How do you feel about your new pendulum, Sallee? Right, introduce him to us.
This is George.
George is gorge.
George.
I've just run into this delectable angel, Stephanie Lodge. Look at these wings.
I have a butterfly.
Oh my god, there's a butterfly. Stephanie, how are you finding the expo, my darling?
It's amazing. I've just been going around giving people hugs as the hug angel, and just really excited to get the hug mob as one of
I
my
haven't had my
platforms.
hug yet. Oh my
No,
god.
I know. So the hug mob is one of my platforms, and so yeah, looking for hug angels like myself to go out and be ambassadors of hugs. So
Oh,
why not?
fantastic. So how can people sign up to be a hug ambassador?
Thehugangel.com.
Thehugangel.com. Seriously, like this woman has just made my day, and I've got an angel thing going. Like I see angel wings everywhere.
Why not,
So-
right?
Oh, look, we're having a video. What's your name, darling?
It's an angel.
But she's a hug angel. Do you want a hug? Just forcing
I
hugs.
thought it was my lucky day here, but
Look,
it is.
and here we are, live hugs. at
Oh,
the
I
Conscious
got a
Life
cramp in my
Expo.
arm. I can't move.
It's like, you can't pull yourself away from the
I
hug
got
angel.
my hug angel. God bless hug angel.
Video, we hug.
God bless hug angel.
Here we are with hugging. Oh, anyway. It's
Thanks
a
for
great
coming by.
hugging. You're welcome.
Thanks for hugging by.
Thanks for hugging. Just see the magic is working.
Drive by hugs, yes.
Amazing. So what's your favorite thing about the expo so far?
Well, I've done a couple panels here before, so I came in bringing angels and I channel angels and all that, but this has just been fun just to kind of bring in the light, because there's so much joy from the hugging and the wings, and everybody just gets so much joy out of it. And that's really what we're here to do, is connect, bring joy, and that's what I'm enjoying.
Love it. Not a girl after my own heart at all. Thank you, hug angel.
Mwah.
Thank you.
Stephanie, you are the official angel hugger of the show. So tell us how this came
I'm
about.
the hug angel. So basically, I started something on National Hugging Day, as well as the Women's March last year here in Los Angeles, and it was the Hug Month. And the Hug Month was about staying in peace in our hearts, and basically making sure that we're together in these moms, right? And so the idea was that a lot of people don't feel comfortable hugging. They don't. You know, they don't feel comfortable. They're like awkward. And I thought, well, if we bring it together in groups, then it's like a thing.
Yes.
It becomes a social thing. Like, oh, cool. You know, it becomes that. So that's how it started. And then this last year, we were here locally at the Center called Agape with Michael Beckwith, and we did 50 nations in a group hug. So we were going for a Guinness World Record, and that was beautiful because we just had all this like diversity but unity. And then from there, I got coined the Hug Angel. how the Hug Angel was born. And here I am at Conscious Life, walking around and essentially just reminding people to stay at peace in their hearts, because this is our best magnetic generator of goodness in all levels. So keep it clear and keep it hugging.
Love it.
And hug it all out. Whatever's going on, hug it out.
How can people get involved in the hugging? Other
So,
than hugging?
so the hugangel.com has, they can become a hug mob ambassador for their town or city or wherever they are. And they can also become another hug angel like myself. And I do energy work, so I teach them protocols, you know, and how to hug heart to heart and all these other elements. So they get wings and a shirt and whole thing. So,
Amazing.
yeah.
So there's another project that we were talking about, which is this incredible dome experience. So you can tell us a bit more about that.
So Vortex Immersion Media, I'm director of communications, and what we do is we put people in dome environments where it's live entertainment and it's projected 360 around you and you're immersed. I call it immersive intelligence or immersive IQ, and you're immersed in the experience. So you could be dining in Africa on a safari with elephants walking around you in this dome and feel like you're viscerally there. And so it's really amazing, and we're doing all sorts of different domes around the world. That's what we're intending to bring out. And eventually, my goal with it is to have intention through these domes to create all sorts of changes on the planet. You know, Lynn McTaggart's work is very close to my heart, so working in that, working in domes, because the visceral experience, the visceral response, is what really can create things much faster.
Absolutely. That's the thing, isn't it? When people actually, if you have a real experience, your mind doesn't know the difference between real and very vividly imagined.
Exactly, right.
So if you're imagining things as you want them to be, and you're in that energy, you're actually creating a file in the memory.
Yes. So
That
healing
people can go back
domes
to.
and all sorts of things are come forward. So it's really exciting.
And I think sort of with people having the VR and having it on their face, this is something you can do with groups.
Yeah, so you know, VR can be very isolating. You're just in your own experience.
Yeah.
This is your community, and we've had crouton lounges and all sorts of really wonderful things, meditations. And I think that's where the future of entertainment's going, is 360 all the way around you, and you're just immersed in environments. And it's just so healing. It's amazing.
That's incredible.
And how can we find out more about that?
So right now, vortexdomes.com is the company, and there's a dome here in downtown Los Angeles, and there's going to be lots of events that are going on there. So yeah, it's all coming soon.
That's great.
It's a movement. It's
Fantastic.
a hugging movement.
Yeah, we need more of that. More angels, more hugging.
And we'll give the viewers a big group hug.
Big group hug.
So I'm here with Jeff, and Jeff is the brains behind the coffee that actually sponsors Jimmy Church's Face Black radio show. Am I right, Jeff?
This is correct.
So tell us about the wonderful products that you have here on sale.
Well, we are a custom coffee roaster based in the Twin Cities in St. Paul, Minneapolis, Minnesota. And we are one of Jimmy Church's sponsors on the Fade to Black show that he does. And we do a custom blended coffee, especially for the Fadernauts and Fade to Black and Jimmy Church's show. And it's called Fade to Black Blend. That's a dark roasted coffee that's taken extra dark, and we actually smoke roast it at the end of the roast cycle. So when it comes out of the roasting drum, we kill the cooling switch, and the smoke comes up from the cooling tray in the coffee roaster and smokes it, giving it kind of that extra, I don't know, push over the cliff. I guess our coffee goes to 11, you know, as they say. But that's that. And we also offer a cold brew as well, Fade to Black cold brew, which is a really rich, smooth, very easy on the palate cold brew coffee. And then we also sell Bella style Fade to Black, or actually no, these are our River Moon coffee t-shirts, correction. And then we have the Fade to Black coffee mugs as well. Our offering today at point of sale. Anybody who cares to stop by and check out and learn about our coffee roasting company, and also have a chance to talk to Jimmy Church as well. So.
And I'm sure the coffee comes in handy when he's doing the graveyard shift, eh?
Well, I think you can testify to that. So that's pretty much the long and the short of it.
So it's the fuels fake black radio. Thank you, Jeff, for speaking to us today. I hope you're enjoying the expo.
My pleasure. Thanks
And
for
if people want to order the coffee, what's your website details?
They can go to www.rivermooncoffee.com and we offer, in addition to faded black blend, we also offer a variety of our own custom goddess-themed coffees. Hence the goddess on the t-shirt down here, River Moon Goddess in the logo. And our theme is, tagline is Awaken to Pleasure. It's all about feeling good and inspiration of oneself and one's personal potential and creativity, and awakening the mind to the possibilities.
Being an avid coffee drinker, I'm very interested in your subject.
It's not just you going, dude! Oh, man!
Thank you.
Right?
We're here today with the wonderful Sonja Grace, and we met, oh God, it was quite a few years ago now, wasn't it? We shared a booth at the Conscious Life Expo, and it was just wonderful to connect, and we felt like we had a strong connection immediately, didn't we?
Always, yes.
We felt like we'd known each other for
Many lifetimes.
So really happy to be back with you today. So lots of exciting developments and things that you're doing. So can you share with the viewers some of your story and you know what you're working on right now?
Okay. I'm a healer. I'm considered a mystic healer. I do long distance healing all over the world. I have clients in Ireland and Scotland and England and Norway and Australia and New Zealand, all over the place. And I'm like a surgeon, an energy surgeon. I go in and repair hearts and livers and spleens and kidneys and blood and bones and cancer and all that stuff I work on. And I help people process their stuff. I go in and work with their inner child. I do a lot of processing. I work with people's past lives and clear things karmically. So I have the ability to see, hear, feel, smell, and sometimes taste everything in the unseen world. So I'm busy a lot. I'm booked out usually 2 to 3 months, and I work with people, like I said, over the phone or over Skype. My new book is coming out called Dancing with Raven and Bear, and it's published by Inner Traditions. This book will be out in September 4th, and it's also featuring my artwork, which I'm really excited about. And there are stories, they're teaching stories in my native culture. I'm Choctaw, Cherokee, and Hopi, and in my native culture we talk about things in a way that is in story form that teaches people what they need to learn about different emotional experiences, like people dying, or love, or loss, or having some kind of experience that we can't understand in the unseen world. So all of these stories that I tell in this book are really powerful and give people a chance to not only read the story, but then have something after the story to kind of integrate what I was teaching.
Absolutely, and you have 2 other books as well, don't you?
I do. Spirit Traveler was my most recent book.
We've got a copy of here.
And this book is great because I take what I do and I travel in time back to all these sacred sites and discover what happened, who built them, why they were created, who created them. And so this is a really fun book because it really talks about what happened at Stonehenge and who built it.
Amazing.
And my other book, Become an Earth Angel, is also available. Both of these books are published by Findhorn Press, and you can get them on my website. You can get them on Amazon. And I have 2 other books prior to that are also available on Amazon.
They're pretty prolific. And if people wanted to get in contact with you because they wanted to find out, because you also do retreats as well, don't you?
I do meditation retreats.
Meditation retreats.
Yeah.
And so if people wanted to get in contact with you, where's the best place for them to find you?
My website, it's Sonja, Sonja, Grace, Grace.com.
Okay, fantastic.
Thanks,
Well,
Lorraine.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Tom Paladino. I'm with Alexandra from Australia. Thanks for stopping by.
My pleasure. So
Yes.
Tom's going to talk to me all about scalar technology.
Yes. Yeah, maybe you want to show perhaps the instrument. We're working with scalar energy instruments. They are not electromagnetic in character. We work with scalar energy to do three things. We can break apart germs, we can balance the chakras, and we can assemble nutrients. So we're here at that LA Expo, Conscious Life Expo, and we're introducing a scalar energy modality that will indeed improve human health.
Okay.
To that end, we're offering 15 days of free scalar energy treatments. Our website is creativestrength.us. Anybody can sign up and submit photographs of family members. We'll treat you free of charge, no matter where you live in the world. We can treat you, we can access you by way of a photograph.
Good deal.
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
So hopefully you can take this message to Australia, and hopefully people will resonate with it and then sign up for these free treatments.
Yeah, well, Australia and London, because I'm based in London.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, but I mean, the YouTube channel goes right out to the world, so yeah, wonderful.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
You too. So just tell me again, what's the website, Tom?
It's creativestrength.us. Anybody can sign up and submit photographs for free treatments.
Okay, so how does the machine work?
Scalar energy is a different dimension. It's not of the electromagnetic dimension. So when you submit a photograph to us and we place your photograph in this dimension, there's a quantum entanglement. Everything is connected in a scalar energy dimension. Hence, we can treat you, we can access you by way of your photograph. It's quite profound, but that's only made possible by this dimension, scalar energy. That's not possible by the electromagnetic dimension.
And how was scalar energy first discovered?
Probably one of the first pioneers would be Nikola Tesla or men like Galen Hieronymus.
Okay, fantastic. And how did you come to work with this energy?
I would say the Holy Spirit gave me the wisdom to develop this instrument and to be able to work with it and calibrate it to improve human health.
Amazing. And I'm just going to show you the instrument here. So can you just explain how this thing works?
Sure. This scalar energy instrument is one of the smaller versions. We'll take AC electricity, ultimately we'll convert AC electricity into scalar energy, and in so doing, once that conversion has taken place, the Tesla coil is used to broadcast, is used to magnify scalar energy, and in so doing, we've entered that other dimension in which we can access people by way of their photograph. Scalar energy is a technology that's about to change the world.
Amazing. So in terms of like how the actual energy works, what does it do to the person's frequency, or how does that?
What I've discovered with scalar energy is it is responsible for molecular bonds. So the intelligence that holds together a chemical bond can either be created or negated by scalar energy.
Okay.
So if it's a germ, we want to negate a molecular bond so that we destroy a germ. Or if we want to create an antioxidant or a vitamin, then in phase, we create the molecular bond. And what happens? We can form a vitamin, a mineral, an amino acid. All of that is made possible because we have consummate control over nature with scalar energy. Scalar energy is the intelligence behind chemical bonds.
Amazing. And this is science and spirituality coming together.
Yes.
Science and healing being married together.
Thank you. Science and religion, there's no contradiction.
No, there isn't. Wonderful. Thank you for talking to me
Thank
today,
you.
Tom. Cheers. So we're here at Conscious Life Expo with our really good buddies, Eric and Bert of Two Guys in the Know, and Peanut! Hello, Peanut! So we have previously interviewed Eric on both Awake Ones and the Alexandra Wenman Show, but this time we get Bert! So how are you guys?
Great.
Are you enjoying being back at the expo this year?
Yeah, it's been wonderful. Yeah, it's been a really neat experience to come as attendees. Yes, definitely.
Amazing.
Exactly.
So what cool things have you experienced here this year?
Oh wow, gosh, that's a loaded question, Alex.
To put you on the spot.
It was. There's so many things.
Aside from us, obviously.
Well, obviously from our London girls, but I think really just being able to see the expo through the eyes of someone who attends it versus someone who's an exhibitor has been probably my favorite thing. Like everything in here is cool, whether you believe it or not, whether you're into it. It's just been a really eye-opening experience that helped answer some questions for me, and I know for Bert as well. So
yeah, just going to all the sessions and learning or remembering things that you already know but forget to practice just has been very exciting.
And do you think you'll come back next year?
Absolutely. Are you coming back?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's a done deal.
And we need you sat next to us next time.
Yeah, exactly.
Will happen.
We'll manifest it.
Yes, we will.
Two Guys in the Know. And what's the website again, guys?
It's twoguysintheknow.com, and it's the number 2.
twoguysintheknow.com.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
We're here with Isabella Stoloff of the Orange County Healing Center at the Conscious Life Expo. Hi, Isabella.
Hi.
How have you enjoyed the weekend so far?
It's been amazing, filled with light and energy, and you really have to stay grounded, though, I have to tell you, because you could fly into the stars with this energy.
There's a lot flying around, definitely. So can you tell our viewers, this is for Awake Ones and also the Alexandra Wenman Show, so we've got 2 shows that this is going out to.
Great.
Can you tell our viewers a little bit about you and how you got started with your healing work?
Oh my goodness. Well, it's a bit of a long story, but I'll just say that in 2006 I had my very first shamanic healing, and I didn't even know there was such a thing as Peruvian shamanism. Helped my mother to transition. And a few months later, I had my dead husband extracted out of me, and I'd been carrying him for 20 years. So I really believed in this, but I didn't do it to become a shaman. I did it for a sense of spirituality. And then in 2009, I turned my home to the Orange County Healing Center because Spirit said, no more job teaching at the university.
Yeah, I know what that's like.
Yeah.
Kicked out.
Your spiritual work is more important, and what you're doing is much more important. And so I developed with my daughter the Good Vibes Positive Affirmation Deck.
They're so gorgeous. So your daughter does the illustrations of that?
She did all the illustrations, and I channeled the deck. Yeah, and I have to say how I connected with you.
Right.
I was walking through the halls of the Conscious Life Expo, and it's very rare that I get to look up to a woman or look at a woman eye to eye,
Look at me, I'm down here.
I'm trying to fit in on here.
You can always be taller, but you can never be shorter. And so I said, oh my goodness, look at you, goddess. And then all of a sudden here I am being filmed for your show. So I'm really grateful.
Yeah, and you also talked about something you were doing in Greece, which I was quite connected with. So,
so I
we're
usually
against the Greek blue.
Right, I usually take people on spiritual journeys to Peru, although I've done Stonehenge as well. And the island of Kos, I want to say it correctly, K-O-S, called me and said, no, you're bringing a group here. And I thought, why? Where is Kos? I don't even know what it is. And the more research I did, the more I found out that, of course, it's the birthplace of Hippocrates, the father of medicine. And right now, the mantra, let food be thy medicine, is very important with all the genetically modified foods that are out there at this time.
Yeah, because the earth provides everything that we need, right? And there shouldn't be any scarcity either. Everything, if we lived according to the way it's meant to be, the sacred, don't take more than you need, honor the earth, give back to the earth, the hunter-gatherer lifestyle. I mean, everything is here for us. This is the garden.
It is. And there's plenty of room. There's plenty of room on the planet. There's plenty of room to plant. Stop building storage centers to store stuff that you will never see again. Knock down, this is my thought, let's just knock down all the storage centers and build farms.
Farms, exactly.
right? We have enough food, we have enough land to heal the earth, to heal ourselves, and to eat healthy.
Amazing.
So the trip to Kos is June 7th through the 16th, 2018, because you may be watching this in any time and space. But you can find me at isabellastoloff.com, find my YouTube channel, Isabella Stoloff, and the Orange County Healing Center.
Perfect. Isabella, thank you for speaking to us
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Love and light, girls. Love and light.
Love and
And
light.
if you want to remember anything, remember that you are divine light. Attach your light to the front of your spine and shine. Stop giving your power away. Stop feeling everyone else's energy but your own. Learn that your vibe matters.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. Ciao.
So Alexandra Wenman, tell us how it feels to have your book in your hands.
It feels like something has been birthed that took a very, very, very long time to birth and was very, very painful. But the actual birthing just feels like amazing. And I can't believe I wrote all of this. But I feel like I've fallen in love. So we're here with Mr. Steve Bassett, who is speaking at Conscious Life Expo tonight. So Steve, how do you feel about speaking tonight?
It was excellent. It was really good. Everything worked well. The AV was great, and people stayed, didn't leave. That's good. And I like the way it went. I need to polish it up some more, but it's a strong presentation.
But the disclosure thing feels like it's on its way to happening,
Oh,
right?
I think so. At this pace, barring the odd nuclear war, I don't think the truth embargo could last the year at this pace. So we'll see.
Do you think, I've got one question. So obviously Clinton not getting in was a bit of a kick in the teeth for you, a little bit.
History is a crapshoot.
Do you actually think that Trump getting in has sort of made people wake up a little bit to what's going on? Do you think it's a bit of a kick in the pants for the majority of the public?
Yeah, I mean, unlike the old days when the idiot son of the king's mistress becomes the king because he murders all the kids or whatever the hell and rules for 25 years, making everything hell. When something like this happens, we have the means to deal with it, and I think we will. But hey, in the end, let me tell you, the current president has launched what may be the biggest women's revolution in history.
Yeah.
It's going to change, at least in the developed countries, and in the U.S., huge changes. It's galvanized the progressives, and so forth and so forth. And so, yeah, I mean, there's a classic phrase that is attributed to Winston Churchill, and that is that Americans always do the right thing after they've tried every other option. And I think we're now about to do the right thing, so good.
It's all good.
Yeah, could be a lot worse. A disclosure this year, I'll settle for it. I'm ready. We'll see.
We're ready. We're ready for the truth.
Yeah, we're ready for the truth for sure.